Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, man, we got a long video about Pet Gaming, the third roster update of NBA 2K20. So yeah, definitely gotta keep track of the players when it comes to the ratings and stuff like that. The only one I know of is Luka Doncic as a 96 overall. So yeah, this is always a good time to see just which players are trending upwards and which players, you know, stocks going down. Let's get to it, man.
With the Philadelphia 76ers with Josh Richardson. He actually goes +1 from an 82 and 81.
Right, he was like 82, wasn't he?
He is a 16.1 point per game scorer. A little worse than last year, but pretty much on the same pace. A better field goal percentage the year before.
Yeah, he's not like a top option
the year before
anymore.
He was like in the 80s overall, so I think that's fair for him. But the player on the Sixers to talk about is James Ennis.
Damn,
he was
78?
a 75 overall, but now he's a 78. I know it's a 77 on top right, but on the bottom is where the
Yo, why is Matisse only a 74?
is. Because we're on stuff.
Matisse need to be a freaking 80 overall from defense alone.
3.5 on good field goal percentage, an amazing 3-point field goal percentage, a 42.3% field goal percentage. And that is not even indicative because that 7.4, that's recent. Like before, he was not doing anything. He just started to get a little
I used to call him
scoring.
James
That's why his
Anus on the
numbers been going
Pistons.
up slowly.
But
He's honestly been balling out.
That was probably rude of me,
overall on
but
this team,
that's how he
the
played.
Sixth man of the team.
Played like
essentially.
ass.
And that's good for him. Honestly, the Sixers are doing even better than they were before because of the bench really stepping up, and he's part of that. The next player is Giannis for the Milwaukee
Is he the
Bucks.
highest rated player?
Giannis is +1. The human alphabet now is tied for the best player in the NBA, which means he is contention for the MVP again for a good reason. Look at this dude. 30.8 points per game.
Yeah, 3-point shot,
13
32%.
rebounds, 5 assists on amazing field goal percentage, and even
Damn, I thought he was like that much of a better 3-point shooter, but you look like the 2017-2018 season, man, he was still shooting like 31% then. He was probably taking less attempts, though. Probably taking less attempts.
3-point field goal percentage ever in his career. Like, yeah.
It's important to note.
His rookie season, which he didn't really shoot that much. So, yeah, 31.6% for him is amazing 3-point wise. Yeah, Giannis is actually ridiculous. And they have tied the best record with the Lakers in the NBA. So if he wins MVP, I would not be surprised. Only 25 years old. Giannis is insane.
No, they're going to go to LeBron.
Eric Bledsoe goes
If the Lakers
-1,
get it,
but I think this is
highest
fine.
record.
Chris Middleton just came back, so obviously his numbers are not going to be like as good as they were. But still, Eric Bledsoe's good. He's still a good defender, getting the buckets, getting assists. Like, he's doing everything he needs to do for the team. George Hill goes +2 as the 79.
He's been a great backup point guard
on the team. Tyler Brook Lopez. His role is basically what Malcolm Brogdon's role was. So that's awesome for him. Almost an 80 overall again. He's been a part of some really good teams. He's always been important to every team he ever plays for. So I'm happy that he's doing good. He was
kind of garbage on the Cavs, I thought.
Again.
But
also, Ersan Ilyasova goes +2, so that's good for him too, from a 76 to a 78. For the Bulls, not much. Thaddeus Young goes -1.
Lowry's still in the 80
reason,
range.
He says he has no idea why he's doing worse than usual on this team. I think it's because they already have Lowry, that he doesn't know like what to do with it. But
yeah, it's
I
a
think
weird
he'll figure it
fit,
out
weird
soon
role.
enough. And then Thomas Satoransky goes +1. This boy be killing it for my fantasy team. 9.4 points per game, 3.2 rebounds.
It's not bad, actually. Good defense.
Worse field goal percentage than last year, but his 3-point field goal percentage is still pretty good. Honestly, I mean, he's just playing a bigger role on this team. And I believe the team is doing better the past couple games, so hopefully they can make a playoff contention soon. For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love goes -1, 16 points per game, 10.5 rebounds.
His numbers are like, he playing better than last year. He's playing better than last year. Like, why is his numbers down?
Better efficiency than before. He just
It's not his fault.
Again, he's been doing fine all year. The team's just not good. So when the team's not good, his ratings are going to go down. That's just
well,
natural.
damn, lower everybody
Tristan
else.
Thompson goes +1 from an 80 to an 81, and he's only 28 years old, believe it or not. And this is the best he's ever played.
So we're going to lower K Love, but raise Thompson.
But just a shame the team's not good at all. For the Celtics, they finally upgraded Jaylen Brown, but in my opinion, not enough.
Should be at 85.
Goes +1 from an 81 to an 82.
Should be an 85.
I still think he's pretty close to Jason Tatum as one of the best players on the team. The dude's averaging 20 points a game on 7 rebounds.
Oh yeah, that needs to be an 85
on amazing
for sure.
field goal percentage and very little turnovers. Like, dude, he should be, in my opinion, an 85 overall.
There we go.
Now, I mean,
There
Jason
we
Tatum's
go.
averaging almost the same exact stats. Why is he not right there with Jason Tatum? There's still time in the season to upgrade him, but still, I think he really should be higher. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard goes down 1 from a 97 to a 96.
Really?
He is not tied as the best player in the NBA anymore, and that's because his stats go.
Damn, it's kind of shooting bitch ass from 3. Look at the field goal. Yeah, that deserves a -1. Like, come on, Kawhi. You are better than that. You got to stop load managing.
Barely down from last season.
Damn,
his
33
field goal
from
percentage
3.
is a lot worse, but as he's been saying, he's been dealing with injury, and also Paul George is on the team now, so obviously his numbers are going to go down. But Kawhi Leonard's been missing a lot of games because he's apparently been having some injuries or issues, and he's been trying to heal and rest.
He's just trying to get good for the playoffs.
He'd like to. Paul George 23 points a game, a lot less than last year. 6 rebounds, but he's also came back from injury. And again, you have Kawhi Leonard on the team, your numbers are going to go down. But yeah, PG-13 and...
Well, not just that, but also, you know, got like Lou Williams. I mean, Montrezl Harrell, he's going to score the basketball. So yeah, just playing with more offensively gifted players than when he was on the OKC Thunder, with the exception of Russell Westbrook, of course.
I go -1 for the Clippers, but they're still a good team and second in the West, so who cares? Patrick Beverley also goes down 1. There's this meme that's been kind of going on lately. He's actually not a good defender. Still fine. He's more than just...
Yeah, Westbrook really went into him like
energy, the heart of the team. It's more than just his stats and the defense. It's more than that. It's the heart that he brings. For the Grizzlies, a lot of changes. Jonathan Valanciunas goes +2. He's still
what was that?
14 point per game scored, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a lot of turnovers, but great efficiency. The thing about him is that he's consistent and he's good.
Yo, John Morant, 83. There we go.
He's the second best player on the team, ahead of Jaren Jackson Jr., but behind John Morant. Speaking of John Morant, goes +1.
Good for that kid.
Officially the best player on the team, even though he's injured. But I mean, at the moment, he's rookie of the year. Unless Zion comes back and is amazing, he's rookie of the year. Brandon Clark's been going up from 12 points per game.
Yeah, I think it's too late for Zion to win it.
Like amazing efficiency. We're talking like 63% field goal percentage on amazing 3-point field goal percentage. Like he's been doing stupid good, and that's why he's an 80 overall for the Grizzlies, and he was a +2.
Good for him, man.
78, now an 80 overall for the team.
Some good players on Grizzlies,
for the Hawks,
for sure.
Really no changes. The only thing...
How is Alex Len still a 75 overall? That dude need to be a freaking 60, a freaking 55.
That now the team
Garbage.
has Chandler Parsons. That's it. He's on the team now. For the Heat, Bam Adebayo, who's obviously the second best player on the team, goes +1 from an 82 to an 83.
Tyler Hero should be like a
78.
78.
10.5 rebounds. 4 assists on amazing field goal percentage. Well, why would you not? And an amazing defender. Yeah, obvious reason.
Tyler Hero needs to be up for sure.
+2. I mean, he was considered the worst player on this team when the season started. He was like a 67 overall. So he's been upgrading like crazy. 4 points, 4 rebounds.
Backup center numbers. Backup center numbers, or power forward, I should say.
10 minutes. For the Hornets, PJ Washington goes +1. Again, every time I talk about this dude, I mean, just look at his field goal percentage. Almost 50% field goal percentage on 42.5% 3-point field goal percentage on 12 points a game, 5 rebounds. The guy is efficient for being a rookie and has had a lot of good games so far.
Yeah, he looks promising.
Bismack Biyombo also goes +2 for the team from a 76 to a 78. Almost 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and good efficiency. And he's been pretty consistent for the most part. For the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell -1. That's fine. The team's kind of been losing some games, but I think that they'll kind
Mike Conley at 81 overall.
Still averaging 25.
My God, man.
5 rebounds, almost 4 assists.
So we pretty much having a career year scoring wise. Rebounds are up. The assists pretty much there. Steals there. Turnovers down. 3-point shot up. Field goal percentage up. But he goes down? Where is the logic with that? There's no logic there. That makes no damn sense whatsoever.
On pretty decent field goal percentage, so I'm not even worried about him. Mike Conley, though, goes down again, -1 for him to an 81.
Yo, show us those stats.
Only averaging 14 points a game, considering last year he was averaging 21, and then his field goal percentage is terrible. 37% is so bad. So, yeah.
I thought he was figuring things out.
But he's still in the 80 overall club, and he's still one of the best players on the team, so I guess it's fine. And then Tony Bradley goes +3 for the team from a 72 to a 75. Only 4 points a game, 3 rebounds on 60% field goal percentage. With not much to say here. Chris Silva, like the same situation. For the Kings, who have actually been doing pretty good lately, like for the most part, considering Marvin Bagley's been hurt, Rashawn Holmes goes.
The man, Belitza right here. He gotta have a freaking 99 3-point shot. You guys see that game winner against Houston? Absolutely sick.
1 from a 78.
Absolutely
to a 79.
sick.
He's been upgrading like crazy this year. 12.4 points per game, 9 rebounds. 67% field goal percentage. Again, just really efficient, playing great so far for the team. And the reason
Marvin's back
than expected. For the Knicks, Marcus Morris goes +1 to an 80 overall club. RJ Barrett goes -1, and that's really it for this team. Again, they're losing. Marcus Morris,
yeah, they should be even lower.
They got
like 4 wins
on okay efficiency, not great. And then RJ Barrett is probably the second best rookie in this class right now, besides obviously Zion Williamson. But 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Almost a block a game, well, half a block.
We haven't seen Zion play yet, so I ain't gonna give him credit for stuff he hasn't done.
Right now because he's a rookie. Anthony Davis +1 makes him a 95 overall.
Damn, Dwight, an 80.
He's ever had.
Has he been that?
28 points per game.
He might have been
9
that.
rebounds, 3 assists, 51% field goal percentage, 2.7 blocks. I mean, you could definitely make a case for this dude to have a higher rating. Like, if you told me he was a 96,
you make a case for both guys getting MVP
with LeBron and tied to the best player in the NBA, I wouldn't argue with you because he's so good. And he's so close to LeBron and how good he is for this team. It's crazy.
I'm going to have a little hot take here. I have a feeling that if a Laker wins MVP, it's going to be like a dual thing. Like, they're going to give it to both players. I could see that happening. I don't know why.
Dwight Howard is now
I really
considered
could.
the third best player on the team because Kyle Kuzma goes -3 again from an 81 to a 78. He was an 84. Now he's a 78. He's only averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist.
Yeah, play more of a role player role.
Field goal percentage. So, I mean, compared to last year, he's just doing way worse. But
Minutes
that's
probably
because
down too, though.
on the team, so that's weird. That's tough. JaVale McGee goes +2 to an 80 overall. 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, 1 block, great efficiency. I don't think he should be an 80 overall, but still.
What are they gonna do when Boogie's back?
Dwight, I mean, he's 7 points a game, 7
17
rebounds.
centers.
Same situation with Dwight. For the Magic, Evan Fournier goes +1 from an 80 to an 81. Has been amazing for the team scoring wise, almost 20 a game, and great efficiency, good 3-point field goal percentage. Like, he's been awesome for the team, and I wouldn't even be surprised if his rating should go up even a little more. Jonathan Isaac goes +1 again. He has been upgrading like crazy. 2.8 blocks a game, the block leader of the NBA right now. 12.4 points per game. Awesome for the team.
DPOY.
Aaron Gordon goes -1, leaves the 80 overall club for the first time in a long time. He's been struggling with 13.8 points per game on whatever efficiency, like not great. And then Marco Fultz goes +1, which is awesome for him. What a comeback story for Marco Fultz. He's been doing great. For the Mavericks, Luka Doncic again goes +3 from a 93 to a 96.
I think the Pistons play him next, so
he's been upgrading like crazy. One of the highest upgrades this year. He is
Luke Kennard can shut him down.
Considered the best player in the NBA in 2K. But 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, almost 10 assists on good efficiency, or at least decent efficiency. Sure, he's not a great defender, but it doesn't matter when you put up numbers like that. And you're the third best team in the West with a team.
Yeah, that's what does it for sure.
It hasn't been amazing. I mean, Porzingis has just been okay this year. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. has actually been upgrading a lot. Tim Hardaway Jr. goes +2 again, so 76 to 78. Even though he's only averaging 13.2 points per game.
That's all right.
2 rebounds, 2 assists.
He's being smarter with the shots. You can definitely tell just by looking at the stats and the field goal percentage. Like, he's just taking smarter shots, and that's always a plus. So, yeah, that deserves a bump if you ask me.
On 43%. He's actually been doing way better these past couple games, and is the reason they've been succeeding. Like, he's been really, really good too. For the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie +2. You love to see. He's been awesome.
Where's Kyrie at?
In the role that Kyrie Irving has left.
Has he gone down like 30, so he's not even on here?
Dinwiddie has been awesome for the Nets right now, and is the reason they're still in a playoff situation. He's been carrying them, honestly. 20.6 points per game. Like, that's amazing. 6 assists on okay efficiency, but still, they're winning, so it doesn't
matter. Clutch player,
like,
game-winning shots, doing it all out there.
Allen also goes
+1
for the Nets. For the Nuggets, Will Barton goes back to the 80.
Jokic needs to go down, and that's nothing against Jokic. Guys, you believe it or not, man, like Jokic is actually probably like one of my top 2 or 3 favorite players in the NBA, but I'll be the first to admit, like, he's been struggling out there, so you don't get to keep rating when you're struggling. Maybe it'll motivate him to play better. It's just his offense has been atrocious, it seems like.
Overall club +1. Mason Plumlee also goes +1, almost back into the
last I saw, at least.
First time in a long time. So good for them. TJ Warren goes +1. Miles Turner goes -1, making Domantas Sabonis the second best player on the team.
Miles Turner needs to get traded too.
Oladipo, who's injured.
Pacers don't use him right.
Sabonis has been awesome.
They don't use him right.
18.4 points per game. 13 rebounds on good efficiency.
Yeah, trade Turner for some sort of asset and just start Sabonis at center. You'll be fine. You know, like, trade Miles for like a decent enough like stretch. Like, trade for Aaron Gordon. No, that wouldn't make sense because they already got Vucevic on the Magic. I don't know. Maybe LaMarcus Aldridge make a little playoff push. I don't know, man.
I'd even argue that he should be
something like
higher.
that.
He really has been something special this year for sure. For the Pelicans, nothing really big. Lonzo goes -1, averaging 11 points a game.
Kenrich Williams started at point guard.
Terrible field goal percentage.
And that shows you where Lonzo's at right now.
If it wasn't for his field goal percentage, I feel like he'd be a solid player. He's a great
They started
defender.
Kenrich over him, man.
He gets a lot of assists, gets some rebounds, and scores enough to be important for a team. But geez, his field goal percentage is so bad. His 3-point field goal percentage is decent. He needs to be more efficient. That's it, really. For the Pistons, a lot of downgrades because they've been losing.
We on like we're on a 3-game winning streak. We won like 3 of the last 4. Like, we just beat the Pelicans, we beat the Cavs. I think we lost to the Bucks. It was beat the Pacers. They have been losing. They've been doing decent.
Drummond goes -1 to an 88. Blake Griffin goes -2, only averaging 19.4, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists on worse efficiency. But he's just been injured all the time, so it's like that's why that happens.
He's getting better.
And Luke Kennard go +1. So
there
now
we
they're
go.
tied for the 4th best player on the team. But Luke Kennard, look at him, 16.4 points per game. I'm pretty okay.
Yeah, how is Evan Fournier averaging like 2 more points, but he's a damn, 81 overall? Like, what's with the Luke Kennard hate, 2K? I don't understand it.
I mean, 3-point field goal.
Look at the assists.
Amazing. I mean, that's his game, is to shoot threes, and he's been doing a great job. I think he could be like a 79. I think he should be the 4th best player on the team, ahead of Christian Wood.
Oh yeah,
He's
for
doing
sure.
okay too, but I don't think Christian Wood should be ahead of Luka. For the Raptors,
I agree with
Pascal Siakam finally gets an upgrade this year, which is just okay. He was an 87 to start the year. He goes +1, so now he's an 88, which I agree he should be upgraded. But this is why this is stupid. Last year, he was a 17 point per game scorer on 7 rebounds on good efficiency.
Yeah, what
really
is
good
2K doing?
This year his efficiency goes down, but it's still okay. Like, it's still pretty solid. 25 points per game, 9 rebounds. Like,
This is why I use Jack Move. I believe his name is. I think yeah, Jack Move. I use his rosters, man, because he actually has like realistic tendencies and ratings. 2K just does not care.
increasing like crazy, and they're winning a lot of games without Kawhi, and yet he only goes +1. He should be, in my opinion, he should be a 90 overall. He really has.
If not higher than that, give him a
I'm
92.
surprised they haven't upgraded. It's disgraceful, and he's been doing this without Kyle Lowry for most of the season. Like, come on, 2K.
Give him like a 92.
Fred Van Yeet goes +3 from an 80 to an 83. Who would have guessed that he's been doing this good? 18 points a game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds on okay efficiency, but his 3-point field goal percentage is great.
Yeah, he's a
And 2
3-point
steals.
shooter.
He's been awesome for the team. I think he was like a 77 or 76 at the start of the year. Now he's at 83. Who would have thought he'd be the 3rd best player on this team next year? Like, I honestly didn't expect this at all. We saw glimpses of this in the finals, but man,
I really think that the Raptors need to package Kyle Lowry and Marc Gasol and get some more young pieces on this team. Just like, you know, because that's nothing against those players. Like, Kyle Lowry obviously was the face of the, well, him and Kawhi, of course, but like, he been like the face of the franchise for a long time now. But it's like, you know, get something for the rebuild and just go with Fred VanVleet at point guard, who can definitely run that position for many years to come. So that's what I would do personally. But, you know, nothing against Kyle Lowry. It's just maybe it's time to move on to the next best thing. I think he could probably get some pretty good trade value out there for him too.
He's been on it. OG Anunoby goes +1 to be an 80 overall member for the first time. Welcome to the 80 overall club, OG. 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, great efficiency, and a good defense.
Yeah, I definitely love his game.
Norman Powell goes +3. He's shown flashes of this before, but 13 points a game. I mean, this has been recent. 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, good efficiency, at least decent efficiency. Like, dude has been doing very,
He was
very
talking,
well
he was supposed to be an
lately.
all-star in his
And then
rookie
Chris
season.
Boucher also goes up again to a 77 overall. He was a 75.
I don't know if you can actually see the face here, man. That dude looked like Chris Smoove to me, man. He kind of looked like Chris Smoove. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I was like, is that Chris Smoove? But, okay. I'm probably wrong.
5, now he's a 77. The stats don't tell you enough. Yes, 5 points a game and 4 rebounds is not great or anything, but it's just the defense he's been playing, and he plays important minutes.
Boucher.
For the Rockets, James Harden goes +1 for obvious reasons. I mean, do I even need to show you the stats? Almost 40 a game. Like, that's next level stuff.
Off 70 shots.
6 rebounds, 7.5 assists.
And 50 free throw
whatever
attempts.
efficiency, but who cares because they're winning. Like, he's just so good. He's the main offense, and it's been crazy for him.
He is the
Daniel
system.
House
He is
Jr.
the
keeps
system.
going up, and that's awesome for him. 75 to now 77 +2. What a steal the Rockets got with this guy. 12 points a game, 4 rebounds. He's been very important for the team on pretty good efficiency. Like, that 3-point field goal percentage is insane, 44%. Yeah, he's been very good for the team. For the Spurs, Jonte Murray goes down, and I gotta be honest, I agree. He's not aggressive, and I don't know what it is about him, but he's just like, he's doing as good as he was before. It's just, I don't know. He needs to score more if we want to do anything in the West and even compete for a playoff spot. Like, he needs to score.
They need
more.
to
He
trade
really
LaMarcus
does.
and
Jakob
DeMar.
Poeltl goes up 1 because
Or at least one of them.
You know, I started the year saying he was terrible, and he has changed my mind real quick. He has been awesome lately. 6 points a game, 6 rebounds, 1.3 blocks a game.
Career
on great
high.
efficiency. I mean, he surprised me how good he could turn around a season like that. He's been good. For the Suns, no change at all. For
How is
the
Booker
Thunder,
not
Danilo
up?
Gallinari
How is
goes
Booker not up?
+1,
How is Booker not like a damn 90 overall?
averaging 13.3 points per game, has been one of the most important scorers for this team.
Right,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes -2, so now he's an 81 overall. He was the 2nd best player on this team at one point. Now he's the 4th best player, so he's been dropping. But still, 19 points
How?
a game. Whatever efficiency.
Look at those
still
numbers, man.
Good
How is that
assists, rebounds,
81?
they've been solid for the team. And they're in a playoff spot right now. They're in a playoff
No
position.
rhyme or reason.
For a team that nobody took seriously, they've been doing okay, obviously because of Chris Paul, but still, they've been solid.
You might say they've been doing OKC. All right.
Now for the
We're
Timberwolves,
back.
Josh Okogie goes -1, and that's really it. Nothing special for this team right now. They've been pretty much the same. For the Blazers, a lot of changes, even though they haven't been winning. Hassan Whiteside +3, and he deserves every second of it. 15.3 points per game, 12.4 rebounds, 2.2 blocks for great efficiency. Like, he deserves every second of his upgrade. Carmelo Anthony +3. Melo!
Come on, give that man
He
an
deserves
80.
Every
Give
bit
that
of
man
it.
an
Almost
80.
an 80 overall. Almost 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, 1.5 assists on bad efficiency, but it's Melo. We know that. on okay 3-point field goal percentage. I'm happy he's finally up there again. I don't think he'll get 80 overall, but I think he's where
he'll get there.
Also,
He'll get there. For sure.
Goes +3 from a 72 to a 75 because he's been doing good lately. For the Warriors, Draymond Green goes -2, 8 points a game.
Has he even been playing?
6 rebounds, 6 assists. On bad field goal percentage.
The field goal percentage is what does it, because everything else is like, well, that's just Draymond Green numbers right there. Like it's just like what he does. But yeah, when nobody else is out there playing. But yeah, that's really bad field goal percentage. It's atrocious.
He's literally averaging those Lonzo Ball numbers, to be completely honest with you. And Lonzo Ball is a 70, like 8 overall. I'm not saying Draymond should be that low. I mean, we know what he does. It's the energy. He does the little things. He makes sure the system works for the team. But still, it's a low rating, and I'm not going to be surprised if it goes even lower later. Also, Eric Pascal makes the 80 overall club for the first time.
Good for that man.
For him, and good for him. He deserves every second of it. 17 a game, 5 rebounds, 50% field goal percentage. Yeah, he's been awesome for the team. He really has. And finally, for the Wizards, Roy Hachimura, +1. He's been the second best player on this team.
He's been so much more impressive than I thought. That's for damn sure.
The last person to talk about is Jordan McRae, who goes +4, the biggest upgrade for this roster update, averaging 9 a game, 2.4 rebounds, 2.8 assists on good efficiency.
Okay, wait, one more?
And that's it. They're not winning.
All right, guys, that is the end of the video right there, man. So, yeah, I would say overall it was a pretty decent upgrade, or roster update, I should say, but just in some of those cases, like the Jaylen Browns out there, the Devin Bookers, all those guys are really having, like, career years. How is 2K just not paying, like, respects to them and just giving them higher overall players? So, I don't know. It's maybe they'll get it figured out in the next roster update, but yeah, that's all I got, guys. Peace out.